Hey there, I'm your host, Brooke Vansickle, as always, and I have the wonderful Arielle Haughee with me here. Hey, Arielle, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks so much for doing this. For you guys who are watching, who've never heard of Arielle before, she is actually previously an elementary teacher, but Arielle Haughee is now a seven-time RPLA award-winning author and the owner of Orange Blossom Publishing, which is such a cool spot and it's such a great opportunity for authors. She's also an editor, speaker, and writing coach, and was previously the executive vice president for the Florida Writers Association. She's the author of multiple children's books, including The Grumbler Piper, Pling's Party, and Six Sunday. The Grumbler is so freaking cute, and that's one of her first ones. So fun. She was honored with the President's Award for FWA in 2020, and in 2021, Pling's Party was awarded Children's Book of the Year, which is so exciting. We're so excited to have her here and to chat with us all about how to get your book published. So welcome, Arielle. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. I'm ready to talk publishing. It's what I love. So let's do it.
So let's say they found an idea they're passionate about. They've been working on their draft and they're kind of wondering, how are they going to know when it's ready to be published?
Well, the first thing that you want to do is make sure, obviously, that it's done. Make sure that you have worked the idea over as much as you personally can, and then connect with other writers, especially in a summit like this. It's great to try and connect with other people who are writing as well. And try to exchange stories with other picture book or children's authors. Maybe you're doing middle grade, maybe you're doing something else, but try to exchange stories and get feedback from other writers, because writers will give you feedback that maybe your friends and family they won't see as much. They might just say, hey, great job, we love your story, but that doesn't help you in the long run. It doesn't help you grow as a writer. So exchange stories with someone, and I would say save up for a professional editor. And even if you can't get all of your stories edited, just get even one edited and see what they say and see what you can learn and apply to the rest of your stories from getting one story edited. So I think the key to making sure that your story is ready is working it as far as you can and then giving it to someone else so you can work it even more. It's taking it that next step of showing it to someone else, whether it be another writer or a professional editor who can really give you some good tips on where to take your story next.
Yeah, I think that's so smart. An editor is kind of like a crash course. And we do have a couple editors that are talking to us during the summit too, but I think that's so smart. Get a critique at least from someone who's been in the industry, who's studying, people like who are attending the summit. And that way you can get better feedback than just from your beta readers who are your family and your friends. So good. So how about from a publisher's perspective then? What traits in the story are a sign it isn't ready to be published?
So I have a submission inbox and people submit, and I look through my inbox and I see different stories, and I can tell when something isn't quite ready yet. The story hasn't been worked over enough. A lot of times it's actually word count is something that's kind of big. It's easy to Google and just say, Google your genre and word count. Picture book, word count, middle grade, word count, and see what the averages are. Like for picture books, for example, it's around 500 words, and you want to get close to that word count. So if I have someone submit something that's say 1,500 words and they say it's a picture book, I think, oh, that's not quite ready yet. It needs to be pared down even more. So I would say check the word count for your manuscript. See if it's either long, is it long enough? Is it too long? Is it too short? Just make sure that you're within the range, and then really work over that opening. Really spend a lot of time, because that is where you catch the attention of an editor is with your opening. We can tell pretty quickly if we're going to be interested in a book just from the opening. Does the opening grab my attention? Does it really make me want to read more? Because it's the same thing with readers. Are we grabbing the reader's attention? I'm a reader here. Just because I have a publishing company, I'm still a reader, and you still need to get my attention. And so same thing goes. Make sure that you really work over your opening and really work hard on that opening line and the opening page, and make sure that it's ready to go and as snazzy as it can be.